So at this point, I don't know who's coping more about this, if it's Rekieta, you know, himself, or if it's the stragglers, the people that are actually trying to back this guy up on LawTube, because there have been a couple, and there's some other notable names, so to speak, like Matt freaking Jarbo. Essentially, Matt Jarbo is putting all the blame on everybody else but Rekieta. It's quite freaking sad, but not completely unexpected. Alright, so Copapalooza has started. Essentially what we have here is Nick's entire, you know, like little speech that he made on locals, and this is confirmed to be real. Some people were going ahead and they were like, oh, this is clearly fake, and it's fake, and it's fake because of how stupid it was. And, you know, yeah, it's really stupid, but it's from Nick, so one, it is real because of that, and two, Umbrella Guy literally verified that it was his, or Nick's, because Umbrella Guy is a member of his locals, so he got it sent directly to his email. It's good to see that Umbrella Guy isn't really sweeping for Nick, because if he was, he wouldn't be confirming it, essentially being like, no, it's Nick, it's stupid, and blah blah blah. So good to know. Umbrella Guy going ahead and verifying that this is indeed Nick, and what it is essentially, it's Nick saying it's not true, right? It's not true like Ralph would. So Ralphism right there. Like the key part right here is, please realize that no one has the full story or picture on anything. It's possible no one ever will. Nothing reported is accurate, and that's not their fault. So again, translation, it's not true, which is really dumb. I don't know why you would do that. So then Nick's second would post, right? It was yesterday again, and it was, oh, I planned on doing locals, and he's basically saying that he wanted to do locals the other night, but he was too drained and blah blah blah. And then this part where he says, I asked people to focus on me and my failures and leave other people allegedly involved out of it. Now the problem with that is, I guess he's trying to look good by saying this. The only problem here, Nick, is that you're the one that involved other people. You know, given that you're a family man and you have to take care of a family, and given that you put your family or your children, most importantly, in danger, despite you trying to pretend to be a good guy that cares about his children, yeah, that's kind of on you, buddy. It's not really on anybody else. I know you want to twist it, because I've seen some of your freaks that still defend you, right? The ones that love the pedophile jokes you make and think that's cool for some reason now. I'm gonna tell you something, the old Nick wouldn't really make that. Also, it's kind of hypocritical that you're gonna make pedophile jokes and, you know, whatever other freaky shit you say, but you're gonna be like, oh, VTubers are the problem, man. Those anime fans, they're the real pedophiles. Meanwhile, you're like breaking bread with Dax fucking Herrera and Vito, and you're making these weird jokes, and now you're just talking about children in weird ways. It also doesn't help that this came out right here, and it's pretty fucked up, and yeah, I mean, it's not looking good. It's not a good look. I don't understand. I just don't get it. I see people like, there's like rumblings and people in LawTube, some of them are still defending this guy, like Nick. So they're essentially like, again, if you defend Nick, you support child abuse at this point, alright? This is not a joke, this is a fact, right? The papers don't lie, documentation doesn't lie. Holy fucking shit. And then you got other degenerate idiots out there, like fucking Matt Jarbo, right? They're trying to paint this as, oh, this is a cancellation on Nick. No, this is just Nick being a bad parent that was LARPing around for like 5+ years, probably more, pretending to care about his children, and crying about the public education system being the real problem, when he is the one that has these interesting charges over here, or whatever you want to call them. You know, I'm not a legal expert. About as much of a legal expert as Nick.
Defended everything about the Kiwi Farms. I said I would defend it forever, and I still do, by the way. Even though they say the most horrific shit about me, the most horrific shit about my wife, they say the most horrific shit about my family, they flat out fucking lie. They say I commit literal crimes. They say I abuse my children and my family. They say I beat my family, Sean.
I know, I've seen those.
I know you do. I know you know. Because you kind of laugh about it sometimes.